me hypnotize you. Your lips looks like they want to. Let me hypnotize. Let me hypnotize you. Let me hypnotize you. Me hypnotize. Let me hypnotize you. Your lips looks like they want to. Me.
Are we feeling those fingers? We feel good. Let's go. Let me hip.
Mother's Day, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. How is all you amazing moms out there? Wishing you lots of love, happiness, and gratitude for who you are, what you do. Moms, you guys do so much for so many people, and here's my little opportunity to give a little bit back to all you moms out there who may need a little break. So wherever you're at, I'm here visiting my mom in Chicago, and I'm in the park, and I'm going to remind you to take some time out for you. So wherever you are at, maybe you're at your house, maybe you're outside, take some time today, maybe rewatch this at a place where you can actually get out to some open space or at the gym and do a little movement. So we're gonna do a little movement today. We're gonna exercise, we're gonna do a little stretching, we're gonna get the blood flowing. And my whole intention behind all of this is to remind you that no matter where you are, no matter what's going on in your life, if you do some movement, if you get the blood flowing and just get out of your head, you can accomplish things that you may feel stuck in and stuck towards. So it's important to get moving, and that's why I am so consistent with my working out. And I love to run, love to work out, love to stretch, love to lift weights. And here's my little reminder to you guys to get out there and do the same. So wherever you're at, maybe stand up and start by lifting your hands up into the air and just be as tall as you possibly can be. Some of you may do yoga. I love yoga. I should be doing it more. Shouldn't, but I'm gonna say that I know that I desire to do it more. And it's good to just get the arms moving. If you just joined us, happy Mother's Day. This is our Mother's Day stretch. I'm here visiting my mom in Chicago. Arms backwards. It's good to just start leaning to the left, maybe lean to the right. Anything you can do that gets parts of your bodies awakened and alive for our bodies, because we're so busy doing the things in life that we think we should be doing, that need to be done, which is important. But if you're not taking care of your body, if you're not moving, if you're not giving love and attention to all the parts of your body, eventually your body's going to break down. So wherever you're at, maybe just take this next 5-10 minutes and do this stretch with me as a little present to yourself, especially all you amazing moms out there. What's going on? Hi mom, sending you lots of love. And again, this is my way for just joining me to send my love and support to all you moms out there to just get up and start moving. And take this next 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna run you through a little series of stretches to get the blood flowing so that you can have an amazing rest of your day. I'm sending you lots of sunshine and goodwill from Chicago, Illinois. So as we start to slide down in here, what we want to do is start to stretch out. And I'm not the most flexible, but what I try to do is just loosen up my hips like this. As a runner, it's important to do your stretches like this. Stretch out your hamstrings and your quads, your IT bands. And for those of you who came to the retreat, you guys got to experience what it was like to have an amazing yoga session. Again, we're already working on our third retreat in Scottsdale for November. So if you guys didn't get the chance to be in Scottsdale a couple weeks ago for the retreat, here's your opportunity. We're going to be doing a retreat in Ojai, California in October, and then back in Scottsdale in November. So this one is the runner stretch, where you want to stretch, bend your left knee at a 90-degree angle, and you want to do a little reach up to the sky. You yoga teachers out there, you know the names for these, and you want to alternate left arm, right arm. Takes balance. This is good too because it helps you work on your balance. And the whole time, make sure you're breathing in, and just stop during your stretch and just feel where you feel the most tightness, and just start breathing some flexibility, breathing some awareness, breathing some love into all parts of your body. Who here shames their body? When you guys look in the mirror, who here looks in the mirror and doesn't like what they see? That's okay. What's not okay is when you speak negatively about yourself and about your body. Switch it up, 90-degree angle, right leg. What's not okay is talking negatively to yourself. What's not okay is you being critical of yourself. What's not okay is you beating yourself up. So here's your reminder that you got to stop waiting for people to compliment you. You got to stop waiting for people to tell you you're beautiful. You got to stop waiting for people to tell you it's okay. Only you can tell yourself that it's okay. It starts with you. It starts with us. It starts with us looking inward and seeing the beauty within each and every one of us. Because if we don't do that, no one else is going to recognize the beauty within ourselves if we don't recognize it and shine a light on it and give love to ourselves. And again, if you don't like something about the way you look or the way your body looks, instead of criticizing yourself, you can do something about it. Stretch out your quadriceps. Just lean back. Stretch out your quads. And sometimes it requires a little help. Sometimes if you're feeling like you need some help with getting started, then jump into a yoga class. This is a little downward dog. And I can feel this in my calves. We keep a lot of stress in our calf muscles. We want to alternate, relax, stretching out the left calf muscle. You can just slowly bounce a little bit, not too much, but just lean into the stretch. Feel your calf muscles opening up, allowing some blood flow to flow through them. And again, be kind to yourself. If you can't do this, that's okay. Everyone is where they're at in divine timing. Everyone is where they are at because of the decisions that we have made. The great thing about life is that we can always change and alter our decisions. Sometimes it may take a while, but you got to remember that who you are is the result of the decisions that you've made in life. And if you don't like what you see in your life, then just start thinking about the decisions you've made, the decisions you can remake to start altering your reality. And I get that some decisions are incredibly difficult to make. Some decisions are going to be difficult for you to undo. But the more you start thinking about and creating awareness around where in your life are you feeling stuck, where in your life do you want to see some change? And if you are needing and wanting some change, there's so much support out there. And it just requires us to get out of our heads and to seek out the help and the support we need. Every successful person out there in the world has a coach. Every successful athlete, professional athletes, professional actors, CEOs, everyone has a mentor. Everyone has people who are guiding them. It's the wealthiest people I know are the ones that have the most guidance and the most support, the most mentorship. And so if you're feeling like you need some support, you don't have to do this alone. Life is too difficult to do things on our own. So it's important that we seek out some support and guidance in order to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish and make those difficult decisions. This is one of my favorite stretches. This one right here, stretching out your hamstrings, stretching out more of your calves. Again, happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. You do so much for everyone else. It's important to take the time to give yourself and your body some attention, some love, some awareness. Make sure you're taking a nice deep breath in. And with each exhale, breathe out any of the gunk, or any of the negativity, anything that you may be holding on to. Just by moving your body like this, you start to release some emotions, because emotions get trapped in the body. And when we get our emotions stuck in our body, sometimes we just feel numb and we get shut down, and that prevents us from connecting to people, especially the people that we care about in our lives. And the more that we can get connected to our emotions and connect into our bodies and connect and integrate our mind, body, and spirit, that's when we show up fully integrated and a fully whole person. But most of the time, when we are so in our heads about things and about life, we show up just as an idea about who we are and not really fully connected to our heart center or our soul or our spirit. And so this is what I do in my Inspire classes and my Beyond Impact class. Do this with my individual one-on-one coaching. And if you're interested in checking any of that out, you can go to my website, ColinEgglesfield.com, or you can email me at info@ColinEgglesfield.com, and we can set up a 20-minute discovery call where I can get to know where you're at, what you're up to, what you're dealing with. I've got several clients who I'm working with, and it is absolutely one of the coolest things and the greatest things to be working with one of my clients, and when they have a breakthrough in relationships or with their being able to just be around other people, connect with people authentically. I coach people with public speaking and doing keynote speaking, presentations. I work with executives, and my goal is to start working with more politicians to help them connect with their constituents and audiences better, and really get down to the heart of what really matters to people. And what I'm doing is, what I'm up to is leading a revolution in the way in which people connect with each other and communicate, because don't know about you, but I just see so many people just talking at each other and not really connecting with each other, especially in relationships, where if you really want to create something amazing with someone, you got to get to know where each other are at before you can invite someone to come over to your side. Most of the time we dig in and we start blaming other people for our circumstances or that they're not doing something, but everyone is dealing with something. Everyone is dealing with their own issues, their own obstacles, their own demons. And if we don't feel like we've created a safe space for us to be able to share these things, no one's going to open up and no one's going to share with you what is really going on with them if you're constantly telling someone what they're not doing for you, and if you're constantly blaming someone for the circumstances or how you're feeling. This is where it requires some emotional intelligence and some practice. And this is what we do in my Beyond Impact class, which is we do some practice conversations and we break down a scene to get really connected to what it means to communicate with someone. We identify what the objective is, what are the obstacles, what are what's the subtext, which are the thoughts underneath the words. And once you start to understand and be able to use some of this stuff, you'll be able to connect with someone on a deeper level. And that's truly what is the biggest game changer in communication, is just learning to connect with someone on a deeper level. Because as soon as someone feels seen and heard on a deep level, a lot of the stress and the anger and the anxiety about how we show up in life completely disappears, because you're not having to hide who you are. You're not having to pretend to be something you're not, because it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of energy. And the reason why a lot of times you don't feel like going out there in the world and meeting other people is because you feel like you've got to be something that you're not. And when you can just show up in life as yourself and knowing who you are and connected to your soul purpose, that allows you to be able to show up and just start being more of your authentic self. And again, that's the biggest game changer with communication. And that's what I love to do. That's what I support my clients with doing. Just as far as a little update, because people still ask me, are you acting? And with the acting industry having shifted and changed over the past few years, there's a lot more opportunity out there with 4,000 channels on TV, but it has just changed the landscape with regards to being able to make a living as an actor. So that's why I've transitioned and started doing more of this stuff outside of my acting, but I still am acting. I've got a movie coming out in July. It's called Duchess. We shot it a couple years ago. Also, I'm about to go shoot another movie in the end of June, early July. So I'm really excited about. Actually, I'm gonna have to dye my hair for this, a little lighter color, because I got some grays coming in. But yeah, just gotta dye my hair. Actually gonna be doing that later today, so you might notice in some of my subsequent videos my hair might be a little darker, but I'm gonna be doing that. And then I'm also working on writing a couple of scripts with some people. What I realized through all of this is when I was an actor 7-8 years ago, got to that point in my career where I was just tired of going into rooms and hoping and praying that I would get the job. So sometimes in life, instead of hoping and praying that things change, you got to start doing things to make a difference and to really start taking control of your life and start changing the way in which the direction of your life is going. And these decisions aren't easy. To pack up and leave LA to move back to Chicago, my hometown, I just realized I needed to get grounded and reconnected to myself to be able to decide what my next move was. And so even if you don't know what the next move is, but you know in your heart and internally you're feeling like you want to make a change in your life and you're looking to make some moves, but you just don't know what those moves are, sometimes it requires you to just take some time and connect to yourself and get reconnected to who you are and discover what that looks like before you can something open up for you to be able to see the answers. And I guarantee you, once you come to that place where you are taking the time for yourself and you are looking internally and allowing yourself to connect to Source and God and whoever else you like to connect with, once you slow down and connect with that part of who you are, the divine part of who you are, the answers are there. One thing that I'm really excited about that's going to help with all of this is that I've got my 90-day Agile Artist Manifestation Playbook coming out May 29th. And in this playbook, it's a 90-day planner And every day you're gonna have the opportunity to reconnect to your soul purpose. It is your opportunity to write down what your daily manifests are, and you have the ability to write down what your daily schedule is. On the right side there are notes, there's word prompts for you to be able to draw a word, draw out what a word looks like, so activating the creative side of your brain. There's a space where you're going to write down what you're grateful for, because the 4 key components to manifestation are getting yourself into a place of gratitude, so gratitude energy, and then getting an idea of where it is that you want to be or what you want to create, so and creating that specificity. Then we do some visualization work where we actually visualize and quantum jump into what that looks like in the future. And then the 4th component of manifestation is consistency. So combining all 4 of these in this 90-day planner, it helps you stay focused on these 4 key components of manifestation, and it incorporates some chakra work where we have 7 chakras, which are these energy vortexes that line up and down our meridian. And when these chakras are closed, it can be difficult for us to connect to source or communicate effectively, or to feel connected to the energy that we need in order to be able to take action in our lives. And so every day you're going to be able to activate your chakras. You're going to be reminded of drinking 6 glasses of water every day. There's a little section where you get to write out what your meditation sessions are. So it's going to remind you to meditate twice a day and also work out. So every day you're going to have the opportunity to be reminded and kept on track for all of these things. And most planners just have you think about what your day looks like, and then you put in and write down what it is that you want to do. This planner incorporates all the things that will support you physically and spiritually as well. So this planner is a spiritual planner that incorporates the best of all the best planners out there, but I incorporated more of the spiritual and physical components of who we are to fully integrate ourselves to be able to show up, so that you can, again, reconnect to your soul purpose every day. And once you do that, and you do this consistently over 90 days, there's a 90-day calendar in there as well, where you're going to be writing in the days where the things that you want to create are going to actually be done. So most of the time we have dreams and we have goals that we think, well, someday I'm going to get to it. Someday I'm going to write that script. Someday I'm going to write my book. Someday I'm going to travel to Spain. This 90-day planner will help you actually implement and put into place the dates that will be done by, and we reverse engineer all the actionable steps that you need to put into place to actually just show up every day. And by just doing a few little steps every day, eventually those things compound, so that over this 90 days you're going to actually start to see the results that will help you actually realize what it is that really matters most to you. And once you start to look back over this 90 days, you'll start to realize how far you've come. Because a lot of times we take action and we get burnt out because we don't have a roadmap, or we don't have an idea where we are on the roadmap for knowing where our milestones are. And by writing in these milestones every day, when you just show up and you just fulfill on what you've written down in this planner, you're going to start getting closer to manifesting these dream goals, where someday becomes today. And I'm really excited about this. It's coming out May 29th. I'm doing a launch party in Scottsdale, and we're going to be doing a kickoff party there. Then I'm going to be going to LA and New York and Chicago, and doing some book launch events there and some interviews. So stay tuned for that. Super excited about that. This is one of my dreams. I've been working on this for 3 years now, and so this is something that I'm super excited for you guys to check out. But for right now, let's do 10 push-ups, shall we? To just wrap up our little warm-up session. So each push-up is representing four, I think that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 big shout outs to all you moms out there. Happy Mother's Day. Again, just get up, maybe get outside, get some sunshine if you can. If there's no sunshine where you're at, I'm sending you sunshine from here in Chicago. I'm spending the day with my mom here. And again, for all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Thanks for being who you are. And thanks for just reminding us all what it means to nurture, to love, and to support, and create safe spaces for us to be able to make mistakes, fall down, and get back up, and know that it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to be reminded that we're not perfect. None of us are perfect, and if you try to keep creating perfection in your life, it's just too difficult. You don't need to be perfect. All you gotta do is just connect and be yourself, and through all of that, I'm telling you, the world will be a better place. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, and wish you all my best. Much love. Take care.